When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. They'll go to the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, might be changing the route. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs reading their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Makes the catch, it's Brown. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Short hands, it's Brown. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physical.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldog. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll send the tight end in motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
What a play behind the line. It'll be an 8-yard loss. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Dogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Stockton. Gets it to the back. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what did you do? You set up 4th and long, you're gonna get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and
breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And, dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Give to Brown. Got room to work. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4.
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you can tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the toss. Oh, he's got a chance. Sweet cut there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get outside. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one is 2nd and 14. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. How efficient have they... This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The run to the left. There he goes. Running into the open space. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. Boy, did he just score. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Stockton. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go back to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll go right back to him. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dog! Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set him back, but they'll go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. He's going to run it. Will not get. A run for the quarterback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. This is a designed run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. What a job. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll give it to the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play.